everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. We're back, and in the last episode, by the way, apparently in one of the episodes I said like, hello everybody? Don't know what you're talking about. That didn't happen. Anyway, in the last episode, we set up this over here, which is the ritual required to create Mjöllnir. Right, guys? It's this one, you know, the hammer, Mjöllnir. And we can use that to do something. As for where my one is, that's a brilliant question. That's a really good question. I'm so glad that you guys asked. I have no idea where we left it. There's a chance that we used it to make another thingy-majiggy, which is this guy, but I don't think so, because that would be what? A pulsating black hole? And we don't have that. It's possible it's sitting in the recipe. Yeah, okay, so it's currently gobbled up, and it's waiting for, say, a stable wormhole to pop up. You know, we can fix that. So, for example, if I cancel this, and I search that again, oh god, it doesn't even show up. What have we done? Hold on. I don't like this. What? This was meant to go well. Huh. I don't know where it's gone. Because if it was in here, realistically, we would see it through there. And we don't. Which means I don't think it's in there, but it's also not showing up here. So that's a... Oh, it didn't cancel? Oh, I think we've got something that's constantly... What's the word I'm looking for? Like trying to craft it? I think that's... Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. We're going to have to change that recipe, though, and swap it out for the stable wormhole that we do have. The problem is, those stable wormholes we've got one of them. The other one's not crafting, so lots of issues. Lots of issues. I also plan to try to automate the crafting of this episode. So we set up to craft one last episode. We'll see if we can automate that this episode. And we'll cross that whole bridge. So the first things first is, let's work on this stable wormhole. I'm not quite sure what's going wrong with it. So we're going to have to come over here and, I guess, have a little look. So the ritual itself is this one here. That makes sense. And in the perfect world, this book shows up, and then it starts absorbing these, and we get the finished product, which pops up in here because it flops on the ground. And this guy can pick it up. And it's awesome. Everything's wonderful. The problem is, I don't think there's actually a book here. As in, if I right-click, I don't think there's actually anything there. We can probably grab all of this stuff. We can, I guess, ignore that for now and just try to solve the issue. So, what's going on? Well, for starters, this guy is making books of binding. Awesome. So far, so good. This guy's extracting anything. So, assuming that you can extract from the side, we're good. Okay. The book shows up here. Wonderful. It is said to send it to a chest. The chest in question should be this one here. And it will only send it there when it receives redstone. Now, when will it receive redstone? Wonderful question. It will receive redstone when the previous book is picked up and sent off. And it receives that redstone with a pulsating delay. Pretty simple. So what I might do is I'll add a delay here to make sure that it, you know, is perfectly as delayed as it can be. This guy, I think, works like that. What we could do, just to make sure, is... Oh, God. is grab that receiver. No, this one's meant to be a transmitter. That could also be the problem, maybe. But we'll place this guy. Oh, no. Oh, God. Can we... Okay, well, that side of things seems to be working. We might be... Everything might be breaking currently, but that's okay. So we'll place that there, and I'll put just a buffer redstone. You know what I mean? Just a bit so that it's like, okay, instead of going from this mod directly to a completely different mod, we'll have a bit of middle ground. We'll have some Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft in the middle, and that way it removes sort of any of the issues, right? Because these mods might not work with each other, but they both should work with Minecraft, so fingers crossed there. In the meantime, this should have already happened. This guy here is owned by me. And it doesn't really have anything about the channel that it is, and neither does this one. Transmitter receiver. If we look these up, like if I search transmitter, we can see on this, if we hold shift, place down to create a channel, or else right-click on either the receiver or transmitter to use that channel. Cool. So for example, again, if I were to pick this one up, cool. It currently says it's channel 6. Just to make sure, we're going to shift right-click. I lied to you. We're not going to shift right-click. We're going to wait for that to fix. We're just going to right-click it normally. Okay. So both of these are channel 6. So that shouldn't be a problem. let's maybe add the whole, that same redstone buffer over here. We'll give that a shot. So we'll grab a bit of redstone and see if that fixes it. This guy's set to run on a redstone mode of high. That should be fine. I suppose the redstone is traveling a decent distance. Maybe it doesn't actually count as redstone high. Let's lower it to low. No, low seems to just be doing no redstone. Oh no. Hold on. This is good. Let me set it to low. And just leave that there. Hold on. It's still sending books, even though there was clearly no redstone. So we'll keep it on redstone high. Okay. We're good now. What that was doing is it was picking up every single book that failed to, like, place. Like, it was swapping them out. What I'm going to try now as well is speed upgrades. Yeah. My problem is as well, though, I don't want anything else to work here. So I do wonder if I were to grab cobblestone and fill in this chest all except for the one block, does that solve my problem? Maybe a little. So currently, it's so hard to tell if this is working because it appears as though there's no book there. You know what I mean? And I don't really know what the solution to that is. If I break this, it all gets gobbled up. Okay. If I search golden sacrificial bowl, we can place this down. By the way, we might be able to use the activator as well, the modular router. Apparently, I had it configured incorrectly. Oh! Okay. You know what? Let me do another test. The part that's confusing me is the bit at the top where it tells you what item's in there. So, for example, we can see this nether quartz. This thing, it doesn't say that there's a book there, right? No books shown. I want to see if that's true. Oh, God. So if we come over here where there's no magnet or anything, if I just place like... Okay, well, that doesn't work. No pentacle found. Oh, so it won't even let you put something on it. Okay. But I don't know if it will actually show then. That's a bit of a hard one. I guess we can test... this won't do it either. Yeah. Okay. The plot thicket. I'll tell you what. I'm going to try the modular router again then. I'm going to go for it because that way I guess it won't hopefully drop anything. It should, if anything, pick it back up, maybe? I'm not sure, but we're going to try regardless. So, modular router. We'll just grab a fresh one. Why not? We'll grab an activator, and that should be fine. Cool. So, modular router. Activator. The activator will activate on the up. That's the important one. That's what I was not doing last time. We shouldn't have to worry about blacklist or anything because it's only going to get the thing that I tell it to get. You know what I mean? Then we can place this guy here, and he doesn't actually face down. He still faces, like, on one of the cardinal directions, if you will. But if we slap this in, that should work. Then what I should be able to do is grab this guy, remove all of that. We're obviously going to transfer out of the router and into this modular router. And that's the plan. So we chuck that in. Currently, it's doing nothing. Oh, actually, you know what? I think it's actually doing the ritual. So I think that side of things worked. It's just clearly a little slow. Let's add 8 times. And also, do I have particles off? Because I'm pretty sure there's particles, and that's usually the saving grace. Particles. Yeah, you know what? That's it, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. We've actually got some particles happening now. So we can see that it's working. Cool. And you can have shaders on for that. It's just, you know, we turn them off for other reasons, but we'll see how we go. Oh, God. Oh, we turn them off for other reasons as we just struggle completely. But yeah, cool. So that created the book, which should have sent the redstone, which has the book in there. Awesome. Oh, this actually works perfectly. Hold on. So right now, if we search wormhole, we've got 2 of these stable wormholes. Oh, this is perfect. Let me show you an example then. If we attempt to craft another one of these, check this. The items show up. The book should get right-clicked. Aha. Ah. 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 So what we need is once the ritual starts properly, then it's fine, right? It won't take the book off, which means we need to add some sort of delay. And I mean, that is where it gets a little bit tricky. How do we add a delay? We can do an eco mode. What does this do? If the router is idle for more than 5 seconds, it will enter low power mode and only run every 5 seconds. It will leave low power mode upon processing any items and resume. So that doesn't really matter. That doesn't really help me. What I need is just some sort of delay. Pick up delay augment? I don't think this will do what I want. Pick up delay augment. I need the delay in this guy. How do we do that? So in here, always continue. There's all this sort of stuff. You can put your upgrades in here. That doesn't work. We can do terminate on match, right? So don't execute any other modules on this tick if the module does something. But we kind of don't want it to... I don't really know. Don't execute any subsequent modules on the tick if it did nothing. Cool. Maybe that one. And then what we'll do is it will do something. And then if I get another module from @modular, if we get another module to do something, right, just to take up some time, then that could help us. I don't really know what. We could try a detector. I don't necessarily know if that will help, but we definitely could. And maybe this thing detects some redstone and we delay the redstone a little bit. That could work. I can see this doing something. So the detector, we can have it, for example. So where's this guy? He's there. Okay. Let's have him detect down. He's going to be trying to detect redstone, I guess. Cool. So we'll do this and this. So if this does something, it will wait for the detector. Okay. What? Okay, hold on. Don't execute any subsequent modules on this tick if the module did not do anything. Always continue. I think I just do always continue now, right? Or do I mean, I don't even need this because I just do this and have this guy only run on a pulse. That's the solution. So currently he's not running. He needs the redstone pulse. And we just have a timer that sends a pulse out every so often. Long enough that the ritual starts, but not long enough that we're waiting 3 years. I think that just works. Oh, I make everything so difficult, don't I? And then how do we get the redstone up the wall? Wonderful question. Honestly, we can probably just do another redstone receiver and transmitter. That should do the trick. Craft this stuff. These are pretty handy. They're pretty neat little guys. So for example, we have the receiver facing there. Sure. We connect these two. They are channel 7. I guess we can have it happen down here as well. Boom, boom, boom. I don't think we actually need any of that, like, redstone in the middle of the vanilla stuff. And then I think we do that guy with a timer facing him. Set the timer to be... What's that? That's 10 seconds, I believe. 10 seconds should be enough. And so every 10 seconds, redstone's applied to this guy. He's got nothing on him. Okay. Well, huh. Okay, hold on. Maybe we'll help him out a little bit. So in the modular router, he gets that. Every 10 seconds. 10 seconds is a long time. I don't think it's that long of a time. What's this guy? Redstone mode pulse. So when he gets a pulse, he'll do something. So when the redstone's on, then off, he'll do something. Oh, there you go. So he's on. And then we have 10 seconds for the ritual to hopefully start. And it looks like the particles have started. So I think. And so I think we're good. You can see some particles possibly on something else, maybe? No? Well, I mean, surely it's been... Oh, no, it has been another 10 seconds. I'll have ender pearl, wormhole. And that's rough. That is rough. Okay. I'm not too sure then. I mean, we can increase this. Let's do... that should be 20 seconds? I mean, yeah. We'll aim for that then. So now in 20 seconds... Assuming I'm counting all this, right? This guy will attempt to run again. But obviously... We're hoping the ritual actually begins. So I don't know, it's very tedious. There is a chance, obviously, that I'm doing something wrong here, but... I mean, the book's going on. It won't let me put the book on if it's not ready. You know what I mean? And it does seem pretty slow. Like we saw before. Like we didn't know it was working and then it just happened to be. There is also a possibility that maybe once it has started, it still can be popped off using the modular router. In that case, we'll just hook him up to something. Ugh. Here's what I'm thinking. So, well, hold on. Let's think. Activator places the thing in here, right? Then it has to wait on the detector, which waits for this guy. So once the thing pops out, then the thing's allowed to run. Yeah, we can totally do that. We can totally do that. So we're gonna have this guy on. Oh, the thing's disappeared as well. Great. This guy's going to run always. We're going to have the activator here. The activator, we're going to figure out what to do this. Any modules on this? Any subsequent modules on this tick if this module did something? Don't execute any subsequent modules on this tick if this module did not do anything. Interesting. Terminate on no match. I think that's what we want to do. I'm assuming that this, once we have another module, like it'll... Don't execute any subsequent modules on this tick if this module does nothing. So I'm thinking that if we chuck this in here, we get our detector, we say it has to detect a strong signal from below, right? In order for it to do its thing. Okay. We'll pretend that that works. I'll remove this. And so this shouldn't be happening, right? Based on what I did there. Or do I have to do the opposite? I think I have to do the opposite. Don't execute any other modules on this tick if this module did something. So if I place this first, and we just have this guy, like, just set to always continue, then my understanding is if this gets redstone, if this gets redstone, it won't activate. Meaning, you catching on? Meaning, hold on. Yeah, we've got this, guys, we've got this. Meaning, we grab this redstone receiver, and we say, hey, you don't activate again at all until this guy gives you some redstone to activate about. And then we slap this guy down here, put in some speed upgrades, shall we? And then... Wait, no, we need this to be a toggle switch, though. So... Oh, God. Hold on. Unless we can invert the detector? Detector. Redstone signal level. That seems fine. Down, strong. Detector. Am I crazy? Terminate on match. So terminate on a strong signal. That's what I'm understanding, right? If you get a strong signal, terminate. If I do 0, so if I do 0, terminate. Meaning if there's no signal below, don't do anything next. Potentially. Let's grab one of these books out and give it a shot. I really want to know what I did last time to get this to work. That seems crazy. So I chuck this in, and it shouldn't do anything at all because it's got no signal. Brilliant. Okay. Cool. Is that what I want? Okay, I'm gonna have to do some thinking. I'm sorry, guys. No, my brain clearly is struggling a bit. All right, I think I've done it. I think I figured out what I'm meant to be doing. Check this out. You guys are gonna love this. I think we can pull it off with a comparator. I think it's that simple. I think it is that simple. So what we're gonna do is we're going to entangle this guy, the modular router, and we're just gonna bring it over here, entangle it, set up a comparator, and set up our transmitter. Now, the transmitter specifically, if we can pick that up, it might have gotten called up. That's fine. Let's get another transmitter. The transmitter specifically should be the same as this. And so currently, blah, blah, blah. But, okay, so modular router, comparator, transmitter. So it sends the redstone down here and into there. So if there's a book in here, redstone is applied, which allows it to do its thing. Which means I do need to set this to 0. So currently what this is doing is it's checking below if there's no signal. And if there is no signal below, it will not allow this activator module to do anything because of this terminate on match, right? So terminate on no signal. Don't do anything when there's no signal. Awesome. You can probably do it with this stuff. Either way, it's fine, okay? Either way, everything's okay. You guys just relax. You can totally just do it by turning this on. I don't know the point of this thing. I guess I do, but do I even need that? All I do is I leave this guy and I just set this to say, hey, only run when you get redstone. Item shows up, redstone's applied. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. I'm overcomplicating things. Okay. I think this works. I think we need to give it a little jump start, but then I think it's fine. For example, we chuck this in. Boom. What? Oh, no speed upgrades though. Sorry. Let's search Foliot. Let's grab this. Chuck in the book. Book shows up. Not in there anymore, so no redstone's applied. The ritual has begun. That simple. That's it. We're done. We're done. The next follow-up is just making sure that this guy has books to go. Currently, it looks like he does. Brilliant. We're done. Our job is done. We'll come back and check on that later. In the meantime, we have some work to do. Oh, God. What are we in? 25 minutes in. Oh, God. Okay, so next problem is the crafting recipe over here for the pulsating black hole. Let's go ahead and fix that guy. So we're going to chuck this guy in here. We're going to search stable. And we want to essentially say, hey, by the way, we're actually using that stable wormhole. Looks like I didn't change anything. Allegedly, I did. Allegedly, I did. So if I chuck that in there now when it orders one, it should get the right one. If I cancel that, yeah, now it's saying it's fine, I think. Wait. Huh? Wait, did it? Oh, yeah, it's actually put the stuff in there. It's full on, go on. Yeah, look, it's ordered one. Brilliant. Now, that won't work. That won't work because this guy needs pressure of 5 in order for the craft to happen. And you'll see that once all the items are in there, we should hopefully see that take place. These guys can all take speed upgrades, I believe. We've got a bunch of speed upgrades. So I'm going to put a bunch of speed upgrades in here. Because why not? Why should we wait for things to go in there? So the top 3 have them. Oh, a little bit of lag. That guy gets them. Let's go ahead and order a few more. What do I need? Just 10, I think, for this guy. Cool. Speed upgrades are in. Awesome. But if we open this up, you'll see now it's all orange, showing you need to be above this. And we need to be at green. Yeah. Oh, pressure. We need to be at 4.9, so we can pull this off. Now, something else that I was told was in regards to the security upgrade, believe it or not. It was in one of the previous comment sections, so I'll have to dig that up. But they said that I need redstone applied to it in order for the security upgrade to work properly. I don't think that's the case, because obviously this one's popping off pressure. Now, to be fair, this is on an advanced pressure tube, so it's only popping out once it's near 20. My point being that I think this one's I think it's working, because if I turn the sound on, you'll hear it. I'll tell you that much. We could even probably look at the pressure, and I mean, like, no air's going in, right? It's maintaining at this level. I think what I need to do is put in enough. Look, you might be right. There might be a way to make it so that it does exactly what we want, which is stop at 5. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'll load that up. We'll double check, make sure that we sort of figure out what's going on here, and then we'll see. Okay, so I've got a comment here from Kiko Manny, and they said that I need a redstone signal of 6 to release pressure on 5 bar. Now, is that in regards to the safety module, or in regards to... Let's double check, because some of them have text on them, like this one. Yeah, have a look. Module of high pressure air if the tube reaches 4.9 bar for advanced pressure tubes. Although this prevents explosions, released air is energy loss and waste of fuel. When upgraded with a module expansion card, the threshold can be configured precisely via GUI. Okay, when upgraded with a module expansion card. So I can chuck that on the tube itself to upgrade it. Interesting. And then if I search, so wait, yeah, safety module, interesting. But if I do the security module, which is this one here, this just says what it's used in. Cool. Interesting. Otherwise, there's this guy, the regulator. This module limits the pressure allowed on its low side based on the redstone signal. If it receives whatever. No signal is 4.9. A full signal is 0. No air is allowed through. And other signal levels are interpolated. Air is always allowed to travel backwards through the regulator, so it can go back the other way. And then you can configure it precisely with a module expansion card. A module expansion card. We might not need this, but it'll be cool to check it out. We can order one. We can get quite a few of these. Cool. So, for example, I can right click on this guy, the advanced process tube with the regulator. We can open it up and we can tell it the threshold. So I should be able to say, let 5 bar through. Let 5 bar through. I can click advanced and no, I don't want to. We'll just let 5 through. I just heard a pop. How cool is that? Yeah. So it let up a much higher percentage through, and we're now sitting at 4.9 consistently. Thank you, Kiko. So the wording was wrong on the safety module, but I thought that might be what you're talking about, because it obviously that one uses redstone otherwise. So I'm guessing you can do that normally. I could be wrong. Maybe you can use redstone on this. But hey, either way, that solved it. And guess what? We have, it's not in here, but we have a pulsating black hole. It is in over here. It should. I don't know if it'll be in the star. Yeah, it might be in the star waiting for us. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now, we obviously... No, we didn't order another one. In fact... Oh, yes. Yeah, hold on. We have a few things to do. The first thing is to come over here and see what's been happening while we were gone. So we hop over here. All the stuff's gone, which is awesome. Inside the module router is a new book. Brilliant. Cool. Okay, let's fix problem number 1. Problem number 1 is we need this pattern grid here, and we need to tell it what it is actually producing. And what it is actually producing is the exact same item, but for whatever reason it's different. So I clicked it there, so it actually is different, but now it should, if we check in our inventory and search for that stable wormhole, it's only one item. It's not got the items we have and the craft option. So now if I order another one, it should be doable, which is just awesome. We should see that pop up. We should see that pop up. Ender pearl, nether quartz, wormhole frame. Oh, the book's there. So redstone's applied, so it's on. That's how that works. Redstone mode high. Not a clue why that's not working. I'm going to assume it just needs some time. I'm pretty sure it works, okay, guys? Take my word for it, surely. Alright, but if we were to craft another pulsating black hole, is it now are we just on Mjöllnir? Is that the only bit we need? That's pretty good. Alright, cinnabar, dust, and appetite. Let's properly, take care of this. Because we did a little bit of it before, but I mean, I think we gave up because it was too hot, and we've got some energy today. We can make this happen. So, cinnabar. Cinnabar dust is the Greg Tech version. It is going to require probably a pulverizer, but I'm pretty sure we hooked one up. A pulverizer pulverizing cinnabar. Awesome. Cinnabar, we're going to get, there's a few ways to get it. We've got a bunch of the ores, I think, right? Yeah, we've got 3,000 ores. We've also got plenty of the dust. I think we're fine. I think if I just place this in here, we should be good. The thing I'm confused about is I thought I already did. I guess I didn't. Cool. So that's the cinnabar taken care of. Awesome. Next is appetite. And we don't have any. Unless I'm oh wait, no, it's this stuff, isn't it? No, it's not. Hold on. What's happening here? We go in here. Appetite, 1p. Appetite. There we go. So we've got it. We've got Greg Tech stuff. We need the cooked stuff, right? Let me bookmark both of you so I can come back. Pulsating. Yep. Hold on. Yeah. So we just need more of this stuff, which is just smelted this? Or process this? Yeah, just smelt. Oh, easy. We can fix that so easy. Awesome. Once again, though, thought we did that. Shame that we didn't, but I guess it was a pretty hot day. That's my excuse. Boom, boom, pow. Once again, we don't have infinite of this stuff at the moment, but I don't think we're even pulling in infinite ores at the moment. It's just sort of, we haven't needed to for a long time, which is awesome. So pulsating black hole now should just say it only needs Mjöllnir. How cool is that? So we just need to automate that. Easier said than done. Now, all these runes stay, so I'll just have to hook up a way for them to all go back where they belong, which, what's the best way to do that? It's probably with modular routers, right? We go 4 modular routers. No, we're going to need quite a few. Then we get a bunch of distributors. What we'll do is we'll have 1 modular router. I don't even know. Yeah, we'll have them all up here, I guess. So we'll have a modular router here. This guy will be the creme de la crop. It will get an item collector placed upon it. This range will increase drastically. That actually doesn't cover the whole thing. I might have to actually place it underneath here, which isn't a horrible idea. There's also a missing thing here, which is... Whoa, I forgot there was a... I forgot we did this. That's all well and good. We can... Hold on. We can make it... We can do something here. Boom. What am I doing? Boom, boom, pow, boom, pow, boom, pow. Cool. Boom. Right? Boom. There we go. Okay. Awesome. So, the modular router, we will place it up a little bit just to sort of help out. It will go here. It will obviously get the item collector upon it. This thing will get maximum Y range and then pretty much 7 and 7 for that range. I should then be able to pop up here. Made a mess. That's fine. If I right-click this guy and click show, as you can see, the area is covered. We don't have to worry about, missing a rune. Awesome. So we can remove that vision. That should be fine. Let's go ahead and place this guy back down. Poor little guy. Awesome. So that will pick up everything, and then that will reroute into routers. Now, the routers don't have to be any distance for the most part, so we can just sort of slap them all down here, which is cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have filters for each one. So for example, for all of the runes of Wrath, we can pick them up. Oh, yep. Yeah, this will actually be a pretty neat way to do it. We will select this router. We're going to say transfer out of router. Awesome. Set it to a whitelist. Add in Rune of Wrath. And that is perfect. We can then chuck it in here, and it will put those things in there. So for example, if I drop these, they should appear in here. We'll speed it up and stuff, but that's fine. That's good as it is. Next up, pretty simple stuff. We tell it, hey, I would like you to place these on each of these. And I assume that will work because it does look like they have inventories. We want it to be a round robin, transfer out of the router. And this router will always only have Rune of Wrath. So it kind of doesn't matter. Alternatively, I suppose what I could do is just have those in here, right? Like if I just have this in here with the whitelist for... Yeah, I can just do that. I don't actually need this middle. I don't need those. Yeah, so, sorry. I'm still learning, guys. I swear. Guys, I swear. All right, boom. Whitelist, Rune of Wrath. Cool. So if I just chuck that in there and then place this. Yeah, look, cool. You can see it happening. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Awesome. Yeah, that works too. Cool. Let's clear this. Okay, so next on the list, I guess we'll do the Runes of Pride. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Sometimes you've got to just start doing it to realize, like, oh, I was not like that. That's just... Oh, we've done that twice today where we've made it just so much more complicated than it needed to be. Don't know what it is, but I'm glad I'm figuring it out. So that goes there. Let's make sure it works. Drop the stuff. You know what? We should probably just chuck speed upgrades in there because... There we go. Makes it a lot easier to tell if you're making a mistake or not. Alright, so that's the outer rim done. Next up, we'll do, I guess, the earth runes. Once again, pretty simple. I could probably do the rest of this off camera. I'm just making sure that I am doing everything right. Select them all. Make sure you set it whitelist. That's all you got to do. Chuck them in. Drop this. Make sure it works. Perfect. Cool. Alright, well, I'll try to get the rest of it done. I'll see if they all even fit in this router. I think they will, which is pretty cool. Alrighty, that's the last one, I think. The Rune of Air. So if we chuck that in, chuck in the Rune of Air, everything gets placed. Cool. This thing is done. We didn't need all of these. We just needed one router. I was going to just like redistribute everything. Oh, wait. There is one more thing I wanted to do. And that was have like a dim chest for all the extra stuff that this guy's inevitably going to pick up. So for example, this guy here, select him. And this guy's just going to be able to accept anything he wants. I don't think... Hold on. Always continue regardless of whether this module did anything. Don't execute any modules on this tick if the module did something. Do not execute any modules if this tick did not do anything. The thing is, I want it to be very low priority, this one, because I don't want everything to fall in there. I suppose what I can do is if we clean up our inventory a little bit now, because we've done a little bit of the hard work. If I just sort that, I'm going to pick up everything and drop everything. And if it all goes where we want it to, I'm just going to assume that everything's fine, right? And that we're not going to accidentally lose anything to that little dimensional chest I just put down. Assuming that I even left that connected. I'll double check that real quick. So, boom, boom. This is the dimensional chest. Cool. Alright, awesome. So, let's say that ritual's done. All of this stuff falls on the ground. And we definitely lost some stuff to this guy. That's what I'm reading it loud and clear. We definitely lost stuff to it. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Don't execute any other modules if this did something. What do we think of that? I think that's not a bad idea. I guess that's why I wanted to have all the stuff go where it needs to go first. Do we need a buffer chest? Let me try that first. Let me try this thing where we say don't do anything else if this did something. And we'll see if that works. Because that might just be enough where it's like, okay, we've got what we want. Don't move on to the next module. Because I think it does go left to right. And so if all of these stop moving on once they've done something, I think that takes care of it. So we'll see how that goes. And then they continue once they're not doing anything, I'm pretty sure. So it should work as intended, and then that goes last. Awesome. Let's pick everything up. I think I remember for the most part what we need. And I mean, it's most of the runes that we've got left over anyway. Alright, I think I've got everything on me. So, let's try this again. So the ritual's done. Boom, 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 boom. How does this go? Oh, it worked perfectly that time. Alright, cool, yeah. And then, let's say, oh no, I accidentally dropped my Lexica Botania. And that should show up in here. Cool. Nice, let's double check. Yeah, almost instantly. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, what do we do now? Well, we need the bit that goes in the middle. So, a few things. One is it's this guy, the central rune holder. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it always gets used up. It might, because a hammer falls on it. We'll have to wait and see. But this guy requires a rune tablet of Vimbaltia. And then it also needs the band to right-click it, as well as some other stuff dropped on the ground. It's quite a messy setup in regards to all of that, which is unfortunate. I've also now realized I need to drop stuff on the ground, and I just set up a item collector. Potentially a problem. Potentially a problem. What we'll do is we'll get those 5 things bookmarked, and we'll make sure that we tell the item collector not to grab them. So, polished andesite. Is that what it is? Polished andesite. Yeah, it sure is. You can craft that stuff, I guess, which is fine. There we go. A little bit of polished andesite. A golden ingot. Do that. A golden pasture seeds. Done. Red string. Cool. And a tiny planet, which we should be able to cook up quite easily. Awesome. So these things I'm going to add into the filters blacklist. That should prevent the magnet from, or the item collector from picking it up. Awesome. So that should work. Yeah, so how do we want to pull this one off? We go modular router. Yeah. Because what I'm thinking is, do I have a placer here that places the thing? I think so. I think we get a place. If I can get this done this episode, that'll be phenomenal. I have my doubts, but I'm very hopeful. Let's grab this rune holder. So this guy on the up will do a central rune holder on the whitelist. So we can chuck that there, chuck this here, and boom, cool. That's pretty good. The next thing we'll do is I probably will tell this guy, hey, look, you've got a few modules lying around. How about on this guy, when he exists, you place this, and obviously don't execute any modules if it did something, but kind of doesn't matter, but we'll do that anyway. Cool. And then we'll put that thing into that thing using magic, using a crafter. So we'll grab a crafter. We'll probably just entangle it. That seems to be the way to do things. Because so many noises happening. Let me know if they're too loud for you. They're kind of just in the background happening. Yeah, you. So you will be entangled to the crafter over, say, here. Entangled. Get like 10 of those cooked up. We can use these for now though, that's fine. Boom and boom. Okay, so it should put the item in there. I think that works. I'm suddenly confused as to how mods work. That should work, and then blah blah blah. Yeah, cool. Okay, so let's see if we can hook this up. We are going to do a processing, and we are going to be saying that one rune plus what? I guess I've got to have all this stuff show up somehow. One rune plus, oh god, plus a tiny planet, plus a red string, golden pasture, a gold ingot, and a polished andesite. Equals Mjöllnir. Equals Mjöllnir. Cool. I think we can pull this off. I'm just thinking now, I might have to move one of the modules around or something. That should be fine. He'll pick it up. The stuff we just need stuff to be dropped right here. So I think what we can do is we can get a flinger module, and this should fling things. And I want them flung. I want them flung over here. So I'm gonna have to add some information, I guess, and be able to pull that off. Let's go. What do I want entangled then? Entangled is not that. Entangled is instead this guy here. I think entangled is this guy here, right? So we'll hook him up. Bear with me. We hook that there. Let's see. And then I want it to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks right there. So we'll see if that works. Otherwise, there's like some stuff we can do with creator mod. So we'll see. So 6 blocks. Oh, it gives us just a yaw and stuff. Speed. Okay, we want it to be flung front. I guess we want it to be about 45 degrees. And then the yaw. What's the yaw? Is that left and right? I guess it is. So if I do this 45 degrees and I do it at 0.1, what's gonna happen? So I chuck that in there, right? I grab some cobble. No, I can't grab cobble. I have to use like polished andesite, or else it'll pick it up. I put in polished andesite. Oh, and it just bloop. All right, cool. Yeah. This is totally doable. Let's increase this to 1. We're putting 1 unit of speed on this. You ready? Whoa! All right. Yeah. So we need about half of that. Let's do. Surely we do 0.6, right? Because that's 6 blocks away. That makes sense, right? You ready? No, we got to go a little bit lower. We'll try the 0.5. I won't get too greedy. 0.5. Perfect. How ridiculous is that? That's awesome. Okay. So another thing I realized is we won't be able to put all the ingredients into this guy. So there will have to be a chest as a bit of a buffer, and then we'll have to item pipe that. But that's pretty good. I've got to redo this. It happens all the time. That goes there. Recipe for Mjöllnir goes there. That goes there. This happens. Extract that. Cool. We can do pipe upgrades. It doesn't really, we don't win or lose regardless. And so the golden thing will get picked up, but it will get placed onto that. Oh, I think we've only gone and done it. I think, look, all right, and then we get to figure out the rest of it. The other thing I do need to do is we need to entangle this, and we do need to tell it to place down those rune holders, because I think it breaks. Because we don't have our other one, whatever happened to that. So we'll craft that. We'll set that up as an automated thing. And we'll even set that up to just be constantly exported into that guy, and we'll see how that works. So we'll break this and this. We will entangle, of course, that goes there. He's entangled. Gets an exporter. Gets a rune holder. Awesome. Probably needs a crafting card to help the poor guy out. There you go, crafting card. He'll fill up with stuff. That's fine. As long as he has a crafter, which I will chuck the recipe in there. Cool. So this guy, realistically, yeah, should fill up with these rune holders. All right, let's see the aftermath now. Assuming we have these tablets, can we craft this? And what happens? No, we need polished andesite in the system. Okay, apparently I need to add that recipe. That's fine. We also need the rune and the red string. While we're here, let's just make those recipes. Red string. It's a pretty basic recipe. Wow. Polished andesite. I'm like, what could it possibly be that I need? That makes sense. Those two go there. Cool. It probably should craft anyway, is what I'm thinking. Just purely based on the stuff we have ordered. Like, we have it attempting to craft things constantly, but I guess the space thing's already done. What's it saying? Missing the tablet. Okay, and that's the one that we don't have automated just yet. We go in here, craft. Let's have a look. This guy might need a speed upgrade as well, but we'll cross that bridge once it happens. Oh! Oh, that's so fun. So if I chuck those in. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then it needs to be right-clicked. That's the part that's a little bit tricky. Let's go. Oh, God. That's so rough. I think I need to do it currently. Let me try this. I'm in function mode. If I right-click this, it begins. Cool. And you can see it used a quarter of the greater band of mana. You see the problem, right? I don't know how to solve that. Let's also just witness this in action. Here we go. So the rune holder is still there currently. It breaks. This stuff gets picked up. Placed right back where it belongs. We now have Mjöllnir here. That is a problem, because we don't have anything to pick it up. Yeah, that guy's full. How do we pick you up? How do we pick you up? How do we pick you up? I think we pick you up with a quarry, as with a builder quarry. It doesn't sound pretty, but alright, we either do that or I try to automate it. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a mob swab, and I'm gonna fight the Gaia Guardian. Right, tier 2. We'll mob swab him. We'll see if we can get anything from that. I'll also set up a mob crusher. I'm also tempted to set up like mob mashing stuff to see if there's any way to go about that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't even know if I'm hopeful. But we'll see. Alright, so this is done. I should set up everything so that we know for sure. So by that I mean, if we go in here and we make recipes for some of this stuff, like mob mashes, we get all that auto-crafted, and then, you know, whenever we try to do this in the future, we're not fussing. So this thing, craft that, awesome. Iron spikes, craft that, awesome. Mob fan, we might even already have the mob fan auto-crafted. We don't. Guess what? We do now. Cool. The fan modules, we don't have auto-crafted. Let's add that as well. Feathers it's going to use. The fan height and all that fun stuff. And the fan distance. Boom. Brilliant. You love to see it. All this stuff goes in here, and we're back in action. So, Mob Masher, 1. Fans, 2. We'll test out these modules that we've got. I might order like 10 more of those just to sort of get us going a little bit. Yeah, let's do let's get let's get a lot of this stuff. We'll see how that goes. Let's also, can we get some distance happening? What do I need for distance? 11? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get that so that we have 24 of each. I'm sure that, surely that's doable. Come on. Couple more. Come on. What could you possibly be crafting? What could you possibly be stuck on? Wool. Feathers? Feathers. Feathers. Keratin. Yeah, okay. So we've got like the system over here running, which is always just a disaster. What's this? The dissolvers are empty. Does that mean the combiners are combining? No, I don't even know. Where's this happening? Because it's doing it. But where? Is that happening at the back of the base? I know we had something like that over here. Not you. Not there. No? I don't know where that's happening. Look, I'm sure it is. It's just... Is it? Oh, here we go. So this, yeah, this guy's just... This guy's plowing on. So this is alchemistry. We really still don't have alchemistry. Like a booster, you know what I mean? I don't think the reactors were that fast either when I made them in one of the Sky packs. A little unfortunate, but is what it is, I guess. Speed that guy up. There we go. Is that enough carrots? Is that enough feathers? Is that enough carrots for you, good sir? Oh, this guy needs to be sped up too. There we go. This guy got stack upgrades? Nope. Let's help him along. He's going to be in need now that we've done this. Brilliant. This guy is struggling with power. How are you struggling with power? That's like the one thing we have. You as well. Like, come on. Well, what's going on here? And... Yay! Alright, distance modifiers, awesome. While we're here, let's just go in the feather department and just like future-proof that. You know what I mean? Like, get a couple of those cooking. Cool. Okay, so let's see if we can set up some sort of mob killer and experience how it works. We're gonna need to jump into this dimension if we want to pull this off. Because the problem is we might have to just kill them. You know what I mean? As silly as that sounds, we might have to do that. We might have to do it the old-fashioned way. I will also, because I don't know where it has to be empty. Like if I place this stuff around here, right, and then I remove my shaders and I attempt to spawn the guy, I don't believe he spawns. I lied. He just spawns. Okay, cool. But then I can't walk out. Awesome. But I can place a mob crusher here with a range add-on. And I can give him power. Okay. And so, this guy gets eaten. We get essence, but we do not get his loot. That's unfortunate. Okay, so the mob crusher off the table, believe it or not. Interesting, interesting. We didn't even bring the fans. Okay. Alright, so Mob Crusher does not work. That will void your stuff. Good to know. The fans are next on the list. I will bring the botanical doohickey. Just so that we can sort of see if it will show us a range that this guy has. What am I after? I'm after this thing. This guy. Boom. Ugh. It'll be in here, right? Under G. E, F, G. Not there. It's probably at the very back then. It's not even really here either, is it? Ritual of Gaia. Here we go. Crafting the Gaia pylons. And here we go. This is the structure. It doesn't... Like if I place this, and I then place this, like it doesn't tell me to remove it. You know what I mean? So this doesn't really help. Okay. what we can do is, I think it's roughly there, right? Oh, in fact, they face inwards. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, we can do this. The one bit I need to make sure I have, because it's very important, is a lever to turn it on. That is the important part. But I think, oh yeah, and also, what I'll do is I'll just bring a normal terrace steel. You know what I mean? I don't quite think we can afford losing too much stuff. In fact, I know we've got our shaders off, so everything looks a little bit goofy at the moment. In regards to this, how much mana are we looking at? That's looking okay. That's not looking okay. It's draining from these now. These guys, they are doing stuff. It's just, you know, is what it is. And then over here, nothing's happening. Okay. Should we solve this problem? I'm feeling like we should, right? We've got Wither Aconites. We don't have Wither Aconites. We've got to manually craft Wither Aconites. So we've got 4 Wither Aconites, right? I think we can do this, and I think we can do it properly. And it'll be beautiful. Boom, boom. Cool. Okay. So, I'm going to probably ignore that and just sort of do it like here. I think. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. I'm going to... What am I going to do? How do I even do this? What do I need to do? How do I ensure that these guys get exactly what they want? I have modular routers. This is obviously the solution. I have 4 modular routers in front of them. No, because I think it has to drop it on them. So the more likely case, that they don't need to be floating, by the way. I think floating them made this a lot harder than it needed to be. Oh yeah, it actually makes it... No, does it make it harder? No, I'm not sure. Huh. I have no idea what I'm doing. How do I do this? Hold on. Can you put pressure plates on these? Is that what they're telling us? No. Or at least allegedly not. Okay. How do I... What's the idea here then? What makes these better than the other stuff? So I can place a thing on it, but then what? How does that help? The only thing I can think of is if they manage to have enough range that placing them above a pressure plate gets the same job done. You know what I mean? Like if I place this here and I make sure our magnets are off and we drop a nether star, for example here, right? That triggers that. And then if I place the floating Wither Aconite on top, does that do anything? I don't believe it does. We can check. I've got the wand. Yeah, you can see it's not doing anything. Otherwise that guy would be full. I guess. Maybe... I mean... I mean, this guy would still be producing stuff. So I don't think it's doing it, if that makes sense. So then, what's the deal? What is the deal? If I place you here, you're still not doing anything. Okay. Interesting. Like, for example, if I select you... What? And tell you there, then you'll empty what you have, but then you won't have any more, despite this guy, you know, allegedly being attached to you. Cool. Awesome. So, you might be wondering, what? How do I automate this? I've got to automate it so it drops one and then picks one up when it can. Interesting. Very interesting. But I have to detect it. Or I have to... Let's see if we can investigate the Wither Aconite itself and see if there's any information we get from this guy. The Wither Aconite. Okay, if the Wither Aconite can't use up the Nether Star after 5 minutes, it will despawn like an ordinary item. Awesome. So, if anything, wait, at some point in your progression as a botanist, your flowers will create mana so fast that spreaders are not able to handle it with mana connector. You can put mana generated from flowers directly into a spark network. The mana collector acts as a little mana storage that can receive mana from flowers and interact with sparks to collect the mana from the collector. Yeah, these are cool. So we'll use that at some point, but we just need to get the mana up and running. We actually should be able to do this quite easily then, I guess. Assuming we do it this way, I place 4 down here. Wow, they totally look as intended. And then we place... We could probably just do it with droppers, realistically. We place modular routers. Yeah, these definitely could just be droppers. Let's maybe do that. Let's keep it simple, stupid. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. We get some redstone. We get 4 of this stuff. We run it down here. Brilliant, I know. And then that guy's ignoring it. Cool. We get a timer. We get a repeater to make sure that the stuff stays on. Set that guy there. Set the timer. So currently he'll drop stuff. Cool. If we test this out with say a nether star, then if we set this to every 2 seconds, come on, buddy. You're kind of trolling me at the moment. Boom. Then he'll spit it out. The problem is he spits it too far. That's okay. We will get some living rock of the polished variants. We got 4 of this stuff. And we'll slap it up there because that's awesome that I need to do that. That's cool. Chuck that in there. And it will drop. And it will land down here. And as you can see, this guy's up and running. He's got too much mana to handle. Or at least he will. Once everything else is up and running. Awesome, that's fine. We get a mana collector, which looks different than when I used it in the past. That's why I was a little bit confused. Dreamwood. It's made out of dreamwood logs, so we get some of that. We turn that into glimmer. Cool. And then we just need a Gaia Spirit Ingot. Sure, not a problem, mate. And then a Rune of Vanaheim. The Rune of Vanaheim requires the Rune of Spring and an Elven Gateway Core, of course. We also need to put our Living Rock in this. Are we still doing that? I think we are. Cool. The Rune of Spring needs some saplings and stuff. Let's search sapling. We've actually got a lot of maple saplings, so yeah, go for it. Honestly, Rune of Fire, Rune of Water, easily done. Oh, wait. Oh. Living Rock. Living Rock. Cool. Pretty sure that's how we're doing it. Hopefully. And then an Elven Gateway Chorus required. This might be a little bit trickier. Living Wood Log. We've got automated. Terra Steel Nuggets. We'll create that recipe too. Okay, so. Gateway Core, Terra Steel. And then over here with this guy, we're going to add these 2 runes. Awesome. So I should be able to search Collector. Click on the Mana Collector. Order that rune. Might take a little while, but it also might not, because I forgot how insane our mana production was. Or distribution, I guess. So that's 1 rune. The second rune should be on its way. Unless... Hold on, no it won't. No it won't, will it? What does this guy do? Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, there it is. Awesome. Yeah, okay, cool. So, Mana Collector will be done shortly. Ta-da! Mana Collector. So this guy, for example, will sit here. We will set these to bind mode and we'll bind them to the Mana Collector. And you can see that they get a little arrow attached, so they are working. And it's like this guy and they attach there. And so the mana is going into the Mana Collector, or it should be. This guy shouldn't get any more. As you can see, he doesn't. We will get a Spark. And then a Recessive Spark Augment. So what that does is it connects us to all of the other things that have sparks on them. So for example, all of our other little mana pools here. And then the Recessive will spread it out. So for example, we place that here, which already pretty cool. Then chuck the Spark on it, or the Augment. And as you can see, now it's sending that stuff out. So it's going to fill up the mana pools within the radius of it. And it's going to pull directly from these flowers. So I now need to set this guy up to do every 5 minutes. So how do we pull that one off? Well, we do 5 times 60, because we want 5 minutes worth of seconds. So that's 300 seconds. And then each second is 20 ticks. So we times that by 20. We need 6,000 in here. So if we type that out, and then, and then remove that, cool. That should be every 5 minutes, it will emit redstone. Cool. Then what we do is we get a distributor, we get a nether star, we get an exporter, and I think that's about it. What we do is we come over here, we slap down our modular router, we tell him you will be placing into each of these into round robin. Chuck that guy in, chuck on the exporter, and have at thee. This guy, he doesn't need speed upgrades, but he can sure have them. And then as you can see, nether stars pop up. And then every 5 minutes, the nether star should despawn, and a new nether star pops out. Now, there's going to be some double ups here or there as we go, which is, I guess, fine. I'm going to pick this one up. I mean, it's yeah, I'll keep it picked up. But it should be fine, is the point. This should all work. So every 5 minutes, it should drop them all, which is cool. We have plenty of nether stars, so nether stars, they're not a problem. We can get away with it. And yeah. Now, I kind of want him to drop now. But, I mean... yeah, you know what? Nah. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see how much power we get from this. So I'm going to drop you there. 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 There is a chance that they clump together. I'm hoping they won't, much like how they're not at the moment. But that is a possibility, and we might have to change how we do things if that is the case, like add a delay going through here. That way, one will drop, get used up, one will drop, get used up instead of clumping. But we'll see. In the meantime, though, we should be getting a lot of mana to the point where, look at this mana pool. You can see it filling, and the crazy thing is, that's the mana split up. This mana pool as well, you can see it's filling. How crazy. So, essentially it's going to get to the point where we just have all of these mana pools as, like, recessive. You know what I mean? Just spreading their mana, which is pretty cool. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to place you here, and I'm going to keep you hooked up, but just so that I can see this spark. Because this one, I think I'm going to make this recessive as well, and that way it should hopefully fill up everything else that it can see, I guess. Oh, but then it won't receive any. So no, I don't actually want that in there. Can we remove that? Yeah, we can. Cool. In that case, I could make it a dominant spark. That way it pulls all the mana. In fact, if I could get a lot of these. So for example, one of these on here, check this. If I place this, it will pull mana from anything that it can. Anything within range and fill up, which is cool. And so in the perfect world, would place them on the sparks that are on this. The problem is, there's a bloody Natura pylon in the way, and in order to do that, I would have to restart the entire thing here, which I don't really want to do, but there's no real other way to get it. Right-click on that. You can see the spark through the gaps. You ready? See it? There it is! But you can't actually reach it, because it's the part that you meant to right-click's hidden. But yeah, I think we're good then. This guy over here has a spark as well. What does this guy actually have? Oh, this guy's a dominant one, so yeah, he's filled up as well, which is pretty cool. That guy's there. This guy has a dominant as well, and he's filled up. Yeah, cool. I mean, everything's filled, so we've got this stuff producing mana, but we're not using it. So if I go into Terra Steel now, I can order a Terra Steel, and this guy should just absorb all of the stuff available. I think as well, if I have a bunch of mana pools available, it'll craft even faster. So for example, if we can get some more, you can sort of see in the background there how fast it's crafting. I think we can push this pretty far. So we produce mana here, so I can get away with, you know, placing it all here. Let's go back into Sparks. We're having a little bit of fun now. I don't think we're going to be able to do everything we wanted to do today, but as long as we're having fun. That, I think. So a spark on each of these, and as you can see already, filling up, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that should already genuinely be crazy. Look at how fast even just one of these is filling. And they're splitting evenly. But all of these sparks should send to this guy, crafting like crazy. once we actually have a backlog of mana pulled up. So if I order another Terra Steel now, check this. Hopefully it works as intended. Last of the stuff gets placed, and then all of this mana flies in, and that's a Terra Steel. How crazy is that? So yeah, Terra Steel, we've got enough Terra Steel. The whole point of doing that, by the way, was so that we can do a little bit of experimenting over here easier. And if we do need to just spam kill them, then, well, I guess then we can. I didn't grab any Terra Steel. That would help. I'm also hoping, did I put anything away? I might not have, but I don't have my Mob Crusher on me. And I also want my sharpness for the Mob Crusher. And that's probably the only important thing at the moment. Cool. And then the Mob Swab. Yeah, I forgot to Mob Swab him as well. Alright, sweet. Shall we give this a shot? Let's go Terra Steel. Just test it on this guy. See how he works. And we'll cross the other bridges when we get to him, I guess. So, if we jump over here, we activate him. Awesome. We're then going to go pretty much as far as we can to place a mob fan. This guy will get max distance, max height, max width. Cool. I can show the area. So that's where he's going to be pushed. I guess that's pretty good. We can then place this one here. Do the same thing. Width, distance, mob fan. Show the area. So he should get pushed roughly back here. And then I think with one more, we can probably pull this off. So if I do that and show the area, then it'll end up back here. I think I need to bring more. I'll be real with you, but we can test it out at least. I also realize I didn't bring more than one level. Okay. We can try the Mob Swab at least. Britannia Doppelganger. Cool. Alright. Well, we'll see what we can do. There's a chance you know what, actually? If I place it in the right spot, then there actually is a chance that he falls for it. You know what I mean? Like if I place it here, for example. Prime spot for him to shot. Turn that on. See? Look. You know he wants to. I mean, it's a bit rough. I also don't know if the next ritual will start with all this stuff. Oh god. This would be a great time for that mob crusher. I will say, I do think in the past we just killed them all. You know what I mean? I don't think we were able to farm him, which is a little bit unfortunate, but let me know if you figured out a way to do it. I mean, hey, we'll test this guy. We'll also, I should have brought a model framework. That's my bad. I should have brought one of those. Do we have one on us? The one time we don't. That's pretty rough. We don't even have it in this backpack? No. I really should just bring the network in here with a wireless receiver. Anyhow, we'll see how this goes. We might end the episode here with semi-auto Mjöllnir, I guess. I'd love if we could pretty much automate the whole thing though, because I mean that would obviously be pretty cool. Come on. I've killed your lackeys. I'm not even getting anything really cool from you. I just sort of want to... I don't actually know what I want, why I'm doing this. I could just leave. Or something. Alright, he's back down. Cool. Alright, he's dead. Awesome. Well, when in Rome... Actually, you know what? Better yet. How about this guy? Hahaha. Cool. So we'll put that stuff away. Turn the magnet on. Put all that stuff away. Cool. Let's give this mob swab a try. I don't know if we'll even try that again. I'm tempted to, but I don't know. I don't know if I have an excuse. Let's go here. Create this thing. Let's go XP buckets. Okay, we don't have an XP bucket. If we go into fluid, we can grab essence buckets. Is that the same thing? Survey says it is. Cool. So we've got chicken feed for the quote-unquote doppelganger. In terms of our chickens, that's not where we've got them. Instead, we created a chicken pit. The problem is, where did we create the chicken pit? Is this the chicken pit? No. We created a chicken pit. I specifically remember. Yeah, here we go. It was very close. All right, the chicken pit. Boom. We get... I don't think he gave us anything. Which is rare. Honestly, that thing usually gives you something. Or it won't let you even swap it. Zombie spawn egg. Was that what it gave me, or did I just have one of those? I think I just had one. I don't see any other spawn egg. Ah, it's very unfortunate. Yeah, there's no recipe here. I think you have to do it. I think you have to do it the good old-fashioned way. Which is so unfortunate. Rune tablet. Yeah. Dropped when the Guardian of Gaia 2 is slain by a player who has acquired the knowledge. So that's the other thing. You need to have the knowledge of Mimir or whatever. So you've got to kill them regardless. I think I don't know if that's automatable. So I think we've done all that you really can. Except for this. Except for Mjöllnir. I will say we haven't done that part. And how do we want to? It's a great question. Because we've got to sort of pick it up not where it is. But I also don't think I can have anything placed in the way. Like, hey, maybe I can. Can I place this and a break module? And I don't even know if you can pick that up with a pickaxe, but... Go on. Oh wait, I probably got to tell you, front. There you go. Do it. Pick it up. Go on. Go on, pick it up. Yeah, I don't really know if we can. How else do we pick up Mjöllnir? What do you reckon? Can I move Mjöllnir with a piston? Surely that's like a skit, right? That's like a classic Marvel, classic Avengers. Push Mjöllnir with a piston. No. Wow. Okay. Well, I have to eat a golden apple to pick it up. You know what? I'll leave it there. You guys let me know if you have any other ideas on both how to farm the tablet, if it's possible. I think I'm just gonna have to kill a bunch in a row. Or how to pick up this guy. In the meantime, I'm quite happy with the rest of it that we've done. In terms of like, if we have to do some work, it's not too bad the amount of work we have to do compared to what we would otherwise have to do. So I'm happy with the semi-automation we did. We'll probably title it semi-automation, I guess. Something like that. But yeah. Cool. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I don't really know what the thumbnail will be, but I'm sure you get the idea. Oh, that's not the button I wanted to press. I wanted to take a quick little screenshot, I think. Boom. Cool. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Hopefully you're enjoying everything. There's lots of videos I have to do and catch up on. There's like challenge winners, bases that I need to look at. Just bases I need to look at in general. That's always a thing. But yeah, weather's still pretty hot, and that's my excuse for now, so I'm sticking with it. But we'll get to that stuff at some point. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy and Final Finish 13. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.